Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here today. My name is Keely Denenberg. I'm Senior VP of Client Solutions at Orange Grove Consulting, and I am joined by...
Hello, everybody. My name is Daphne Valsanor, and I'm a senior facilitator and consultant here at Orange Grove as well.
Great. So, Daphne, what are we talking about today?
So our hope today is to really explore if there is any merit or if there is something. Most organizations, what we're struggling with when it comes to D&I is trying to understand, should we create different values or core values when it comes to D&I? Should we have business core values and then having core values for D&I? Do we have both? Do we have one? And so we're hoping to talk to you and to get a sense of, is there a merit of having both or having one or the other? What do you think, Keely?
So I think that organizations need to make this decision based on, kind of how embedded their values are, if they have them to begin with. And either way works. It's making a choice, right? And moving forward. I think that, if there are existing values and they're well ingrained and established in the organization, if there is a way to utilize those because they're part of the culture and articulate them in a way that's specific to DEI, that's a really great option for organizations. Some organizations have established core values that maybe don't lend themselves as well to DEI or maybe don't resonate in the same way for the committee that's doing the DEI work. And in that case, maybe it makes sense for them to choose different values that are aspirational more than embedded in the culture. And eventually, maybe they would transition some of their, in general, values over to those DEI values. It's really, more than anything, a preference of the committee of what they feel comfortable with. The idea that we have related to strategy work, which is often where we're doing this type of work related to values, is that the strategy process is what's important, of gathering feedback from other people at the organization, that committee working towards what they see as the vision. And the values can help set the stage for how they're going to articulate their vision. So either way works depending on what the organization has in place already for values.
What would you say the pros and the cons of having two sets of values versus having one set and that is focused only on D&I?
So having two sets, you can be really specific about how you're articulating DEI values, and that you don't have to explain it as much as you might if you're taking overall values and having to give a specific DEI definition related to that or an example related to that. So that would be the benefit of having separate DEI values, that you can be really specific and that it's directly aligned to DEI. But the negative is that you have two sets of values, two things to remember versus one thing to remember, maybe with some different examples under it if the organization is using one set of values.
Yeah, I'm biased in that I think if we have it integrated, then like you're saying, then you have that one set and then people can decide how they're going to hold each other accountable with those core values. But like you're saying, it's either or depending on what the business strategy is and what diversity and equity means to that organization. So that's really good.
Well, one quick thought is that, we worked with an organization. They had a set of values, but they were really more marketing, like their marketing. An outside consultant had come in and said, hey, here are the values you should have. And so in the process of creating a vision and articulating their DEI values, that set of more marketing values didn't really resonate to the team. And so that's a good example of where you wouldn't want to use what are really surface, not embedded in the culture, are there for the website. So I think that maybe puts a specific example of why you'd want to have a separate set so that they were more relevant to the initiatives.
That's really good. So can we talk about some of the DNI values we mainly see, and then to just talk about how does that look like in an organization?
Yes, but let's do that in another conversation in a moment. So tune back in for more of this discussion. Thanks, everyone.